Like to start with a wonderful quote that the gap between life you want and the life you are living is mindset. Not your team, it's your mind. The hidden truth every parent should know. So, being a parenting coach, I would like to invite the audience, especially the parents of teenagers. Each one of us are struggling with one or the other issue of mind. So, our mind is the strongest part, directs our life towards what we are and what we are going to become. So, have you ever felt that? I'm doing everything right as a parent. Then why is my teenager still not listening? What if I tell you the real shift doesn't begin with your child? It begins with your mind. Today's conversation is going to challenge the way you think at home, and it starts within. Whether it is your teenager, or you are a parent, or you are an employee, all depends on your mind. So, hello everyone. This is Anita Salatia, your parenting coach, and today we have a very special guest with us, a mind performance coach who helps individuals rewire their thinking, manage emotions, and perform at their best in every area of life. Welcome to the show. So, we are so excited to have a wonderful guest today on our show. So, we welcome the guest today, and the guest is none other than a wonderful personality and a wonderful coach, Rajorrshee Banerjee. So, welcome, Rajorrshee.
Thank you, Anita ji, for welcoming me into your podcast. It's a nice opportunity, and I'm grateful to you for giving that opportunity. I'm Rajorrshee Banerjee, as you all know. You have got the introduction. I'm a mind performance coach, and before coming into this journey, I had got 15 plus years of corporate experience working into multiple corporates and observing why people get stuck at what they do and why they don't achieve the goal that they want. And I was also there in the same stage. I was doing everything, I know what needs to be done, but I was not progressing. And then when I was asking question to myself, I discovered the question lies within, which is my mind. And I started working on it, have a control on. And now I'm a full time coach who is taking care of the mid senior professionals to grow in their career so that they can achieve what they want.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, I was just about to ask this question that what inspired you to become a mind performance coach? So, you have given it beautifully. And the next question, which is coming up, is
Mhm.
like, first of all, the layman doesn't know, right, about mind, the deeper questions about mind. They just experience and their thoughts, their beliefs, everything, they consider it as a mind or what they think. Now,
Mhm.
as you are the specialist in this, forte of yours, that let's understand mind today. So, with the basics, what exactly is mind performance and why is it so important today?
In a very good state of mind, you can do lots of positive affirmations, you can have a positive mindset. But as we know, the ECG don't show the graph straight, that means it's
Correct.
dead. It goes
Correct.
up and down, and so as our life, right? Now the important thing is how you are performing when the day is not right, when the even under pressure. That's where the term mind performance comes. How your mind is performing, how you're allowing and choosing to perform, taking care of your mind in that situation.
Simple example of it for the audience sake, like,
Okay, so let me use a metaphor
okay,
for this. Okay,
right,
suppose you
right,
are driving a car and you got
okay,
stuck in a lane
mm-hmm.
and you don't know how to get that car out. and you
Okay.
may get frustrated at that point of time. But you can do two things. You can look for help from outside who is there and ask
Mm-hmm.
that person to guide you to get that car out of that lane,
Mm-hmm.
or you can get down of the car, see what's around, and
Mm-hmm.
then drive and take the car out of that lane.
Okay.
Instead of getting agitated, instead
Mm-hmm.
of thinking, oh, how can I get out of this? You are in a calm state and figuring out options for yourself how to
Mm-hmm.
sail through the problem. And most of the people get stuck in a problem because they get seated inside the driver's seat. They don't ask help, or neither they get down of the car to see how they can move the car out.
Yeah, wonderful example. Yeah, I think the audience might be very comfortable now to understand what is this all about and our talk is going towards. Very nice. Beautifully, you have given a lovely example because the layman can also understand this. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for a wonderful example. Now, for the audience sake, I would again like to inform them that today we are here with a mind performance coach, Rajorrshee Banerjee, and he is into this niche because that he wants to serve the people who are struggling with this issue, right? And being a parenting coach, I am related to parents more of the
Mhm.
time, most of the time, that there's a mind connection with the parents also. We are talking about parents here, focusing more on the parents.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, later we can come up to the students. As parents, we often focus on correcting the children. That is a
Mhm.
very bigger issue coming up these days. But how much does our own mindset influence their behavior?
I'll differ over here. Instead of correcting the teenagers or the children, it's important to correct our own selves,
Right.
because whatever is inside is coming as a reflection outside. And what
Yes.
is happening when we are getting agitated with the children's behavior? It's a trigger that's coming from some unresolved emotions that we are holding inside our body from our past and childhood.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's very important to for the parents to work on themselves, to work on those hidden emotional patterns that triggers, so that they become calm and composed. And once children sees the difference in their parents' behavior, their behavior also changes.
Wonderful, wonderful. This is a very crucial aspect of parenting, which is coming up, and I really appreciate the parents, modern parent, because they are looking deeply into this. The audience, the parents who are there in my tribe, they are approaching me on their own. That whenever they find anything troubling with the child, they introspect that what am
Okay.
I doing wrong that my child is behaving that way. So don't you think so there's a drastic transformation in this field,
Yes.
right?
Because
Right.
earlier it was a stigma. Oh, mental health, mindset, mind issue. No, no, I'm not into that. What
Yes.
people will think about it if I
Right.
take a help from a
Right.
psychologist, if I go to a
Right.
doctor, or
Very
if I
true.
go to a counselor.
Exactly. Exactly. This is a very crucial thing, very important point you have picked up, that this modern era, the modern parents and the new generation, they are very aware, educated, right, and well informed. Instead of blaming the child, most of the parents, they always blame the society. No, my child's company is not good, that is why my child is behaving like that. So it is only a
Mhm.
blame game. It's better
Mhm.
that you look into yourself and see what mistake you are committing in the family. right? So as a coach you may be coming across such cases, and so the next question coming over is that there are hidden mental blocks. As a
Right.
coach, as a mind coach, you may be understanding this concept very nicely, that what are the most common mental blocks you see in parents that unknowingly affects the relationship with their teenagers. Could you just elaborate?
First thing that I notice is the fear.
Oh,
Second comes overthink. Situation has never happened, but they think so much about how things can go wrong that they don't see what can they do differently to make things happen for them.
right. Exactly.
Third is they always want their kids to be perfect.
Yes.
And that's what happens. Like when you're teaching them to be perfect, they don't know how to withstand failure.
Yes.
Now, when they
Yes.
will grow up, in my coaching, I work with adults and I see people look successful in the outside, but inside they are overloaded with emotions that they can't speak out. And they think if I speak out those emotions, people will take me for a ride or
Hmm.
will consider me as a weak. But
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
if we help our children to be emotionally stable from their teenage, then they will know how to control those emotions and grow in a holistic way, not only successful from the career point of view or the job or the salary, but successful as a whole.
Yes. First common mental
Right.
block is fear, right? And
Right.
second, overthinking and fear are the most important ones which needs to be tackled and or understood. This is what
Yes. And the
you mean.
third, yes, and the third thing is perfectionism. They want their
Yes.
kids to be perfect.
Perfect. Yes, correct. You have really come up with very important 3 points which are seen commonly in families.
Mhm.
The parenting coach, I believe that these impact the child's mind larger way.
Yeah. So what happens? Let me tell you from my study. After working with 300 plus professionals who were child at some point of time, what I've observed that they hold so much of unspoken emotions inside their mind and body that when they grew up, they have control. They're controlled by the fear. They're
Yeah.
controlled by thinking, and they're controlled by perfectionism, and they keep on procrastinating, pushing on things. No, this is not the right time to do it. This is not perfect. This is not as per my standard. Hey, I'm the strong one. I know how to handle things.
Yes.
But
Yes.
internally, they are
Fearful.
ill and they are seeking for help, which they can't express.
Yes.
And what happens? It shows up in their physical body. They become overweight because
Yes.
they get into stress. The cortisol level in the body increases, and they become obese. They goes into habits like smoking, drinking, binge eating,
Mm.
then binging, scrolling. Mobile phones, mobile addictions.
Yeah.
Like when
Right.
they're
Right.
coming at night, they keep on scrolling and they feel that, oh, that's my me time. But it's not their me time. They are trying to evade something which they are not aware of.
Yeah. You have really hit the bullseye. We are not interacting with each other. So how can we understand each other's problems? Is seen in not only in grown-ups but also in kids.
Hmm,
These days there
absolutely.
is so much of issue because child is busy in the phones, he's not talking to the
Hmm.
parents. Parents are busy in the phones, they're not talking to the children. So from external world everything is fine.
Yeah. So what is happening here? The kids are modeling their parents. They are saying their parents are busy with the phone and they're modeling it. I'll just give example of my 7-year-old kid. So he sees me working on the laptop, and whenever my laptop is free, he keeps on typing in my laptop, and he says, "Hey, I'm busy. Don't bother me."
He tries to imitate you.
Yeah.
Yes, true, true. So this is the way how the child is growing up. What he looks around, because we have seen our parents going for a walk, we have seen our
Mm,
parents talking to neighbors, talking to our
mm,
relatives, marriage
right.
parties, and all social gatherings. But these days social gatherings have, reduced a lot.
Also, in our time, we used to go and play in the grounds. So what happens, our body used to connect to the nature, and all the natural ingredients and all those
Nat-
microbes used to get inside our body to build the immunity system. Now,
Very
as
true.
these kids are not going out in the ground and they are not playing, they're not connected to the nature, they are not immune, their health is also at risk.
That is very important. At risk, health is at risk. Very true. So, for the audience out here, especially the parents who are watching this show, please be alert and aware of how your child is growing up. If he spends maximum time indoors, so you make a point to take your child outdoors to the parks. And if you're not living in an open space, because these days people are living in flats, so it's better to take their children out in the parks, in hilly areas, and you can go out for exertion like picnics. You can plan weekly, one day should be planned with the children, so it doesn't impact the mind. Because today we have got a mind performance coach, and this is a very golden opportunity for me to share this important aspect of our lives, which we are seeing transformation of our society. In this way we are impacting our children. So children are the future of our generation, so why not take a step and today promise yourself that you are going to spend at least an hour with your child outside your homes, in the gardens, in the parks, and with nature. So let's come up to with a new next topic, that is emotional triggers. Now,
Mm.
there is a very dilemma with the parents, that why do parents react impulsively at times? How the parent can be helped in such situations?
Okay. So this is a valid question, Anita ji, because this has got a very deep root inside. There has
Yes.
been instance in their past of that same kind, right? Maybe some sort of voice or some sort of image or some sort of feeling that gets triggered inside their body when they see their kids doing that behavior,
Mm,
and that creates that emotion.
okay.
And that's a pattern. It's not only with kids. Maybe the kid is shouting, and with that high pitch it's creating a disturbance in the mind of the parent. This is a pattern. This happens maybe in their work front also, or maybe in their
Oh,
relationship also. That
okay.
high pitch is creating an emotional trigger inside, because in past they have some issues which is related to the high pitch. Maybe in their childhood they have been scolded with that high pitch, or maybe their siblings or their friends did something at that high pitch, told them something, and that's become a trigger inside their body. That becomes a trauma inside their body. When you
Okay.
clean that out from your mind learns that this is absolutely okay and this is normal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Okay.
important to clean that phase out and make it normal so that your mind knows it's okay, and it keep performing at its optimum level without getting triggered.
I would like you to give a technique to the parents, those who can
Mhm.
use them in that moment when they really feel overwhelmed or triggered. Can you please share a
Okay.
simple technique for the parents who are watching at least?
Okay. Fine. So, whenever you heard any voice or you see something, right? What you'll have to do is just change that image or change
Okay.
that audio, right? Suppose your kid is shouting. So what you can do is you can mute that sound of your kid internally and
Hmm.
start playing your favorite song and increase the volume of it. And
Wonderful.
when you're seeing and when you're seeing your kid is showing tantrums and throwing something, you can make that black and white inside your mind and create an image or video that your kid is dancing,
Oh,
and you'll see a shift inside instantly.
lovely, lovely, wonderful. I'm just thinking that why didn't I get this kind of tip when my children were young? Because my kids are really after my life. You are a terror of a mom, when we were young, and so this idea which you have given
Mhm.
is really, it can be used by the
Yeah, and
parents.
you know something, the kids are so intelligent, they do
Mhm.
things intentionally to grab your attention.
Yeah.
And specifically, when they know that if I do something, my mama will get triggered,
Yeah.
and she will scold me as well as scold my father. Important not to get triggered so that your kid is not entertained.
This is a very important question and very, introspective. That why are parents not thinking in that way? Because they think that kid is small.
Mhm.
Parents don't, kind of consider the child to be that much intelligent. This is
Mhm.
I think you have broken that notion. And for the parents, for the audience, those who are watching, be careful that how young or how old is your child. Be careful what our today's guest has informed you about, that please don't give your weakness to your child. This is very important. And if
Yeah,
the couple is fighting with each other, there it's a fun game for the child, maybe, or may
yeah,
not, or maybe a stressful condition for the child. It can be both ways.
yeah. So,
What do you think?
what happens? What I've noticed when I work with professionals, that I
Yes,
can manage my kid. He or she shows tantrum, right?
correct, correct.
And I ask, what do you do then? And he or she said, I get annoyed, I get stressed, and they shout on him. I get frustrated, and
Mm.
sometimes I keep blaming my spouse.
Oh,
And I said,
yes,
here
yes,
you go.
yes,
You're giving the entertainment opportunity for your
to the child.
kids, because they know if I do this, I'll have some entertainment at house. And
Hmm.
whatever the instances later, it may convert a stress or an anxiety for them. They don't
And
know, but kids are
right,
kids.
kids are kids. And over and above, there are chances also that the father or mother may be getting prepared to teach the child, or the study time is there.
Hmm.
So when
Hmm,
the
hmm,
parents
hmm.
are fighting, the study time is gone. So
Yeah,
they are busy in fighting and quarreling, and then they will see, oh, after 1 hour, oh, I had to teach my child, but there's no time to teach now.
yeah. And they use this as a weapon not to study.
Right, you're right. I could get it now. A very wonderful example you have given here. So now, suppose this what we have discussed, that this is the way if we are getting triggered. Now, is it really possible to change years of thinking patterns? Like, can anybody
Yes,
change this pattern?
yes, it's very much possible, and that can be done in less than an hour's time.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, if yes, where should the parent begin with? just to begin with?
So let me give a framework and they can
Hmm.
try it out. It's called a
Okay.
ride.
Okay.
So first, recognize the triggers that you're getting.
Acha.
R for recognize.
Recognize. Right.
I for interrupt. So interrupt the trigger by moving away from it. Go
Okay.
smell something or splash some water on your face, right? Or have a cup
Wonderful.
of coffee,
Wonderful.
right?
Hmm.
So
Very
it
nice.
interrupts the pattern
Correct.
and then disassociate from the situation.
Got it.
Disassociate from the situation. What does it
Okay.
mean? I have given the example in the very first
Yes.
minute.
Yes.
You
Right.
remember the car incident,
Right.
right? That you
Right. Right.
get out of the car and
Mhm.
see how you can move the car. This is disassociation because you're not
Great.
inside the problem, you're out of the problem.
Outside. Yes. Right. And next comes E.
E for execution. Now, when you get inside the car, then you drive your way. You know how to drive the car and how to make way through those lanes.
Okay. So that means you've forgotten that old state.
Yeah,
Old
you
state.
are. Yeah, you are not inside the car.
Mm.
You are not stuck. You are not thinking how can I get out of the lanes.
Right.
Rather, you have got out. You have seen how I can move my car at what angle, at what direction, and then you are getting into the car and doing it. That means
That
you have recognized it, you're interrupting it by opening the gate, you're going out and disassociating and seeing it at a different lens, and then you're executing by going inside and then driving it. Ah, yes.
RIDE. For the audience, it is a wonderful thing which you should note it down, and especially those parents and those people who are watching this episode and will watch, you can note this down and can use it in your daily life. It will really be very helpful to you. And with that, I would like to ask one more question, that suppose the
Mhm,
audience, those who are sitting, they have got some issue and they have
mhm,
become aware, like the wonderful examples and the beautiful acronyms you have given. So if they
mhm,
would like to join your need your help,
mhm.
how are they going to contact you?
Okay. So they can reach me out through my calendar. They can book the free clarity call with me, and I'll give them. I'll first understand what are the challenges that they're going through, and give them a step-by-step strategy that they can implement. And if they feel that okay, this is working, then we can go ahead and discuss a long-term plan that we can work together to turn around things for them.
Your Calendly link, we'll be sharing it below this video so that
Okay.
the audience can reach out to you. And are you there on Instagram or some other platforms to
There,
engage with,
I'm there in Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And I
with the
want to
handle?
also give, yes, I'll give you the handles also. You can comment, add it in the comment section. And
Yes.
also, I'm going to give a gift to your audience,
Hmm.
which is an assessment. I call it internal load assessment. They can check their internal load, how much they are loaded internally in the different aspect of their life by taking this assessment.
Very good, very nice. So our audience are very lucky enough to get this very rare kind of assessment. If you want to connect with our guest, you can with the help of that Calendly link, which will be available for you. And if you are looking into some study or you want to know more about the coach here, about our guest, you can have the Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. He's in all the three platforms, and you can go through the platforms and you can understand what the coach is doing and how you can approach. Keeping the audience in mind that What are
Mm-hmm.
the two, three daily habits that can help people to stay calm, patient, and emotionally strong? Some few common ones which can help them.
Okay. So first, I would request to use this right format. Right.
Right. Yes. This is the
Right.
best one.
This is the best one because
Hmm.
until and unless they are aware of it, then it will not be something that they
Difficult.
can work on it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
once they are aware of it, they are into a situation. What they can do is they want instant result. Okay, they want to calm their mind instantly. There is a
Yes.
technique we call drop the tongue, right?
Drop that.
So
Okay.
do is drop the tongue at the bed and then count 10 to 0, and your mind will instantly calm, cooler, and your mind will become a blank slate. You can try it right away. Just drop your tongue at the bed and then count 10. Drop it, touch it with the gum, touch the tip of the tongue with the gum, and close your mouth. And close your mouth. Yeah, close your mouth. And count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And just check what's happening with your mind. I hope
It
it's
is.
calm.
It is. It is focusing on the tongue only.
No, nothing in your head right now. It's a clean slate.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Right. So these two beautiful processes which our guest has given us, that first is RIDE. RIDE. RIDE is the acronym, the short form of recognition, the triggers, recognizing the triggers, interrupting the triggers, disassociation with the trigger, and execution of the trigger. And the second beautiful one, it's quite practical. I have also tried it right now, that to drop the tongue at the bed, just drop the tongue. We are really so blessed to have such wonderful tips, because these are, though they are common, but
Mhm.
we need to be very conscious about these things. Only then we can help ourselves. So your this talk has been very interesting and very pragmatic for the audience, and I hope the audience have loved all the answers given by Rajorrshee. And now coming up to the audience engagement, right? How to
Mhm.
everyone listening right now, give me this answer, or you can write down in the comment section that, are you reacting or responding, maybe in the family towards your child, or at your workplace towards your colleagues, or towards your boss, or anywhere? Are you reacting or you are responding? This is a question, being, I think I have put it across to you, so give it a deeper thought.
Finds
Sure.
something. We called it E into R is equal to O.
Okay.
So
Can you
event,
elaborate it?
event, everything
Okay.
happening is an event,
Event. Right.
right? And R is equal to response or reactions, and O is
Okay.
equal to the outcome. Now,
Okay.
if the intensity of the event is 10 and your
Okay.
response and reactions intensity is also 10, then the
Mm.
outcome is becoming 10x or 100.
Oh.
Now, if you're not responding or reacting to that particular event, the outcome is 0. And if you're
Yes.
responding at 1, so it's 1x. So it's a choice whether you want to respond or react, or you choose to not. That will
Okay.
determine the outcome of that event that's happening.
Yes. Right. Absolutely. This is a tested formula, that suppose there are two people quarreling. If one is not responding, the fight will not proceed. and it will give us zero, and outcome will be zero. And the person who is fighting, he also will come to the level of zero. So
Hmm.
it's a proven fact in our daily lives also, what I have observed. And the second question coming to the audience is, are you trying to control or trying to understand? If you are a parent, just ponder on this question. Being a parent of a child or a teenager, first reaction should be to understand the child, that why is he behaving in that manner, instead of reacting. So the formula which Rajorrshee has rightly presented before us, that E event into reaction gives you outcomes. Will shape the behavior of the child in the near future.
One more thing I want to give the suggestions to your parents who are watching this. You mentioned that when you want to see your child at a calm, whether you are controlling your child's behavior or not. So let's consider your child is a kid. When he was kid, he was a year old and he was crying or he was doing something. What you used to do, you was not trying to control them. You are doing or imitating the same behavior with them. You are imitating the same behavior and then changing it to the way you want that kid or that baby to behave.
Right, right.
Think about
Exactly.
it, it's deep.
Exactly.
And if you want your kid or teenager to do what you want, first, pace with them. What does it mean? Is it do or slowly model what they are doing, the way he used to do when he was a little baby, and then change your behavior or your respond to the one that you want your kid to do,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
you see there is a change. Have you seen kids imitating, like when you are doing any activity and they are also doing it, and suddenly you are changing it, they are also changing it, right?
Right, right,
So
right.
you can play this game with the kid and make it a fun activity to make them listen to what you want.
Wonderful. Awesome. Very nice thing which you have given, a good suggestion for the parents. And because awareness is the first step to transformation. What examples Rajorrshee has just given here, that please, all the parents at home, as if you are a boss in the office, if you are a friend to somebody in the society, please remain aware. Awareness is the first step of transformation. If you think that you can transform yourself, you can control your anger, so it's the awareness which will help you. And if in case you are helpless, it's very difficult for you to transform. Rajorrshee Banerjee is here. He has given you all the details below, and you can contact him and seek help. Don't wait for the time to pass, because each day is very valuable. If you just keep on waiting for somebody to help you, it's not possible. Even God doesn't come to help you if you are not approaching God and seeking the help. So, in the same way, the coach is right in front of you, his details will be given below, and you are observing it on the YouTube. Love for you to leave our audience with a powerful message, something every parent should remember when dealing with the teenager.
I would say is the kid is the younger version of yourself. Whatever you have gone through in your childhood is getting reflected on them. So right now, the way you are in, you want the kids to grow up and be the same version of yourself, or you want them to be a different version of yourself. That's a choice that you can choose and then act accordingly.
Beautifully, you have presented the concluding and valuable insight towards our show today, that each one of us are humans, we are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Parents are, they always go into guilt mode that we have done this issue, that is why a child is like this. The aware parents are into guilt mode, especially the parents who have come to my tribe. Now they've understood the fact that why our child is behaving in that way. They're quite aware. So, uh, and to all the parents listening here, remember, your child doesn't need a perfect parent. Be very clear with this concept. We all are humans, we are not perfect. So, but we have got that power to improve ourselves, because our actions, our behaviors are our childhood formation. Whole onus lies on us how we have spent our childhood and how we need to help our children to become perfect human beings that need a calm, aware, and emotionally strong one. That is should be our aim as parents. And if this conversation resonated with you, don't forget to share it with another parent who might need this today. This is Anita Salathia signing off, helping you build not just better children but better connections. So, thank you. Thank you, Rajorrshee, to be
Thank you, Anita ji.
medium, to make the audience understand the exact meaning and exact utility of coaching. And like the coach which you are, you're doing a wonderful job in the society, and coaches like you are needed a lot for the society to show the light where they are not going. And so I request all the audience to approach the guest as soon as possible without wasting much time, because your child will no more be a child in next 2 or 3 years. He'll become an adult. You only have got 2 or 3 years with you as a teenager, just 2 or 3 years. And these years will fly away. So please don't waste your time. Approach this coach, and he will transform your life to another level. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
coach.
you.